eventually get their headsets back on and realize we're back on the show. Until then.
And we're back. We hear you, JP. Let's see. We've got Carolina Panthers news. Y'all excited?
Are we doing NFL?
Dun, 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 dun. Yes, sir.
Okay.
NFL time. Carolina Panthers news, Tom. Do you want to start with them or Romo?
No, you start with Carolina Panthers. We're a Carolina Panthers affiliate.
All right. Panthers announce this week new stadium renovations.
Paid for by who?
Well,
half Tepper and half the city.
we all know what's going to happen. Last time that the Panthers owner told us that he was paying for half the thing. Ken, he said he was putting in enough money, and I did the math on it for 76 elevators. They built 2. So you tell me how much money Jerry Richardson put in it. Now, do you know what showed up after that? Besides those elevators, a statue of Jerry Richardson.
Yeah.
So, we might have a statue of David Tepper coming out in a couple weeks. I don't know. But what you're seeing is the renovations of, for the folks online, of Bank of America Stadium.
Got Charlotte FC out there.
They're basically taking the upper deck, the ends of one of the upper decks, and turning it into the party pad, I guess.
Okay, that's nice. We're too poor to enjoy that. So
Do what?
We're too poor to enjoy that.
Yeah.
So basically, if you see there from that view, here in the corners of the end zone on this side is this side's going to be the party pad, basically.
They got to do a music venue too, I think.
Oh yeah, separate. So many feet away from the stadium, they're doing like a little small pavilion type thing.
Well, I guess they snuck in one soccer photo. You know what always?
Well, it looks like they're taking all the black off the outside of the stadium, pretty much, and putting some windows in, and you know, as a non-Panthers fan, I would rather it be black and blue than gray, just like every business and everything is nowadays. Like, as all it is gray. Like, if you're looking at the upgrades and updates, basically you get a party pad and some and paint everything gray.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the gray is the modern look, I guess.
But I guess if you can tell there, that's end zone. This is probably the best shot of it. Is that end zone in the upper deck will be totally different, basically. Looks like they got some end zone renovations as well at the bottom. But so for you Panthers fans can check that out. Maybe Tom, you can ask somebody who can't afford those seats how they went.
You like the Panthers, Tom?
No.
The Panther. Why are you answering questions for me? Juwan, if I may speak to you directly.
Okay.
That I don't pull against the Panthers like Kevin does.
Gotcha.
Because part of my paycheck comes from the Panthers. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to sit here and pull against the Panthers and the Hornets. We're an affiliate. So, and I listen to, they're covered on our station, so I listen to them. And as you know how it is, as you listen to their announcers and listen to the game, you sort of get interested in them and wish they would not lose all the time.
Right.
So, but if they lose, do I care? No. But I mean, I don't like pull against them. Like Kevin seems to really not like. I don't like Tepper. I hate Tepper. He's horrible.
That's what it is. Yeah. I'm sort of. Obviously, I'm an Eagles fan. I was an Eagles fan before we got the Panthers, so I just stayed with my team. But I do go to games, and I root for them as long as I'm not playing for the Eagles.
Playing against the Eagles. I listen and I try to keep up with the players, and the local media keeps up with them, and things like that. So naturally, I keep up with them. But I guess Kevin's going to say, well, if you're worried about your paycheck, why are you trashing Tepper? I just can't. I mean, but everybody in Charlotte,
the cost is supposed to be $1.3 billion, which includes, like you said, a entertainment venue outside. Basically means a
say that again.
30,000.
$1.3 billion.
Right. That's what I was about to say. That was pretty much the exact cost of the Cowboys Stadium. And they got a whole stadium and everything out of it, Ken. And the Panthers are getting a party pad for $1.3 billion. That's what I'm saying. What kind of money laundering is going on with this? What are we talking about?
Cleveland's new dome.
Yeah.
The internet reports $2.6 billion for a whole new stadium that's a dome. And he's spending $1.3 billion on that.
On a party pad.
I don't know about that one. I
Yeah.
don't know about that
Well,
one.
That's where them 76
But-
elevators are at, kid. Kid,
Well,
every aisle in the
he's
stadium
only
should have been
spending half that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
man.
every aisle. I did the math. I think there was like 100 aisles in the stadium or something, and there was 76 escalators he could have bought. So you could have every aisle could have been an escalator,
Yeah.
if they would have spent the
Yeah.
money on escalators like they said they were going to, which they didn't. But anyway, there's your Panthers news for you Panthers fans.
Yeah, other
They lost
part-
their left tackle too this week. Didn't he get hurt?
Well, no.
I think
They,
the
not only that, they lost a defensive rusher,
What I,
Nick Scorton,
Yeah.
ACL on the second day of practice.
yeah.
Nick scored an ACL. J.C. Horn minor injury. Taylor Moton will miss
Moton.
regular season time.
Moten with the blood clot or something issues. I
They
don't
have.
know.
They've also. It's predicted that the Panthers are going to finish last in this division.
oh,
I
man.
don't think.
They won it.
I
last
saw the
year.
odds
Yeah.
yesterday on
I don't-
something.
They have
I
the
didn't
longest
save
odds
it.
to win the division, right?
Yeah.
They have the longest odds to win the division.
I think the experts are wrong on that. This division's
Yeah.
not very good. I mean,
No,
you
no,
know,
no, no,
I'm
no.
not saying the Panthers are great, but I think they're better than them.
Well, now
They're
what-
better than the Saints for sure,
So it's the Bucks, the Panthers, the Falcons,
and the Saints.
and the Saints.
Yeah.
There's your odds, Tom.
Yeah, I think they got a good shot as anybody to win. the
Now,
South.
Yeah.
here's the funniest thing about this chart. Look at Arizona's odds.
They're in a tough division.
Tom, you
Wow.
want to make that bet?
Yeah, might as well put a dollar.
Put a dollar on it. Yeah.
I mean, Gerald
Plus 10,000 on the.
Gerald Weathers buys a Powerball ticket every day. Okay, so
Okay.
I'm saying my odds are better than the Powerball. Is it? Not? So you might as well.
on
Of
the
course, you're
card.
not going to win $8 billion or the Powerball's up to. But
I mean, if you put enough on the Cardinals, you might.
yeah,
Panthers are next to last favored. The Bucks are favored.
how bad are the Dolphins? Gosh Almighty!
Well, we talk about bigger, faster, stronger, better athletes. Juwan, have the Dolphins ever replaced Dan Marino?
Never.
Uh,
Hasn't even got close.
The Bills just now replaced Jim Kelly. Tommy, we don't want to talk about the 47 quarterbacks in Cleveland. Let's see who else hasn't replaced somebody.
But look
still.
at the seriously. Look at the AFC East. I don't know about. I think it should be pretty much even money between the Bills and the Pats. Wouldn't you say?
It's close.
I would think so.
Think about that.
Pats went
That's
to the Super
close.
Bowl last year.
Close to it. Yeah.
It's close. Eagles favored. Cowboys, Washington, Giants in the West. AFC West. Chiefs, Chargers, Broncos, and Raiders. NFC West. Rams. Best odds to win the division, Tom, is Buffalo, isn't it? Is that what I'm looking at?
Yeah, but
Then Baltimore.
and look at that. You think with the Myles Garrett trade that L.A. would have a negative number there?
And they do not.
They do not.
They the Super Bowl champions are in the division, right?
True. And not even a favorite to win.
Not the favorite. They lost a lot from players and coaching staff, which usually happens after you
You
win or lose.
victim of your own success. Your D
Yeah.
coordinator leaves. Your wide receiver coach becomes the offensive coordinator and all that stuff.
Now, I forgot while I was doing the Panther stuff real quick, some more fan renderings of what the outside will look like. Let's see if you guys will see this.
Davidson came.
That's literally what it be looking like out there too, man. When the big teams come,
Have y'all seen it yet, Ken and Tom? It's like 90% Steeler fans.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's-
That's the new rendering of the stadium.
it seemed like about 20 years ago or so, Pittsburgh came to Carolina in the preseason, and we would go, of course, be jerks, wear our Brown stuff, and go to that game and pull against the Steelers. But it was very much
Yeah.
a lot. Of course, there's been a diaspora from Western Pennsylvania and that area, but they also have a national brand because they were so good in the 70s and all that. You picked up fans all over the country.
When I was living in Charlotte for a few years after college time, there was an actual Steelers band just bar right down the street from there. It's closed down since, but like it was when you're saying that, talk about that preseason thing. It was, if it's Steelers, it was ridiculous, and that was just making fun of of pretty much all the teams that really, other when Dallas comes in or any other one.
Yeah.
Talk about
traveled there,
stadiums. Let's see how much did they spend? Did we say 1.3 billion? I need to look up something real quick. Ryan Field in Northwestern just got finished. And remember, Tom, these universities are calling poor and they can't afford to pay these football players. I'm going to show y'all a picture of Ryan Field. Now, it cost $875 million. This is Northwestern football, their successful program. So for $875 million, Ken, you get a whole football stadium, including artificial grass and everything. $1.3 billion, you get a party pad in the upper deck.
Yeah,
This is Northwestern football.
Wow.
What do you think, Tommy?
it's Big Ten, right?
Yeah.
Not bad for millions.
What'd they pay?
$875 for Ryan Field.
75,
$875 million.
875 million. That's a lot of money for Northwestern.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That these schools are they're coming on TV saying that they can't afford the football players, and then a school who's never won anything ever is building $900 million stadiums, state-of-the-art stadiums. So somebody's lying to somebody, Ken.
Yeah. Some money
with
came
these
from
with
somewhere.
these football stadiums. Northwestern's making quite a bit of money losing football.
People would not lie to make money, Ken.
Surely
They
they wouldn't.
don't- no, no,
Of course not.
no.
I think somebody's lying.
Well, they had the corrupt coach, the the Fitzgerald guy. They had to run him off.
Oh, yeah.
They ran him off a couple years ago, and they haven't really been any good. Not in a while. I mean, they've been to some Big Ten championship games and things when Fitzgerald was still there, but they haven't been good in recent years. Not in the last 4 or 5 years.
So where you would sit, is that enclosed? Like when you
It's covered. The
Yeah.
sitting area is covered. It looks like. Don't you?
You got to get out of that Chicago sun, man. That Chicago sun's brutal.
$900 million.
How cold is that going to be in November when you don't get any sun?
Just think about this. The Panthers
It'll be cold.
could have built this on the side, let everybody party in there, and saved $400 million.
Yeah.
Could have put holographs in front of us. I don't know.
I'll just tell you, man.
So somebody's lying to us about these fields. All right. Any other news and notes about the NFL, Tommy? Anything you got?
I've been listening. It's just funny and all the optimism in Cleveland. Some of them people think that we've got one of the best wide receiver corps in the NFL. I guess because we got a couple rookies.
I was about to say, I can't name most receiver.
Who, yeah, I was
I
gonna
can't
say,
name
who
receiver
are
on
they?
the
Well,
team.
you
Yeah.
got Concepcion. You got Isaiah Bond because, he got in trouble. I think they signed him as a free agent. They got Boston. I think they just drafted him. It's like I think Steve Smith got on ESPN and said, it's one of the best wide receivers.
Oh,
I was
Lord.
like, wait a minute, guys. Some of these guys are rookies. Let's let them play a game
Yeah.
first.
This is something I love. How about Drew Brees versus an archer, and Drew Brees beat the archer, hitting the targets. And this is one of the things I when he's one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time because of this right here. I'm a
Accuracy.
huge accuracy person. Like, I don't care how hard you throw the ball for Ken or how hard Cam Newton throws it over Steve Smith's head 30 yards past him.
It's not the strength, it's the accuracy.
Right. So you got to hit the receiver where you can catch it, as opposed to, like again. I mean, he hit that target all day, but like you still got to hit the guy moving and hitting hands and everything. But like it don't matter how hard you hit that target. You got to hit the target on time. Brady was talking the other day about playing with Randy Moss, and he said I knew it'd be different. I was getting hit and falling down. I just tossed it up. Thought it was thought it was in the stands, and I heard the fans go, "Ooh!" and Randy caught it 25 yards down the field. He said, "I thought I threw the ball away," and he pulled it in and caught it. So yeah, here's the archers taking their turns on a young Drew Brees in sports science. But
Hey, have they decided on who's going to be the quarterback in Cleveland yet?
that's Deshaun's job.
Is it?
I mean, it's supposed to be an open competition, and like all that. What I laugh about is like you listen to like Cleveland media, and the big controversy is about what they're going to do with Dylan Gabriel, and I'm like, who cares about Dylan Gabriel?
He's not.
He was it was like, oh, he was a top 100 pick.
So
Yeah.
How many third round picks don't make it? And they're like, well, it's crazy to give a third round for a seventh round. Are we really arguing about whether you get a third round or a sixth round or a seventh round for him? Who cares?
Yeah.
Is he going to play? Is he going to play?
No.
He ain't going to play.
no.
Not for them.
I mean, the problem is he's 5'11". If you're 5'11", you better be Drew Brees. If you're not Drew Brees,
Yeah.
you're not going to play in this league. So I mean, it's like why are we debating on what kind of draft capital we should get for a third round pick we shouldn't have made, who's 5'11", and it's not going to play in the NFL.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like what are we even? I mean, that's the kind of stupidity of the cover.
It could be a starting linebacker for the third round pick on your team.
That's what I'm saying. You know what,
And-
Kevin? I was just about to. I
It
think
should be.
I
and
think
they
they got
wasted
Fan
it.
in the tight end in the third round.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you could possibly get like an offensive lineman.
Still some quality
if,
stuff.
If
yeah.
he doesn't start, he can give you some depth. You know what I mean? Like somebody, what are you gonna do with this kid? This kid's not gonna play.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just the argument, like, because every idiot can get on there and get, it's like an expert analysis. I'm like, so you trade him and get a seventh round pick. What are you gonna do with a seventh round pick?
Nothing. He ain't gonna make team either.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean-
what I'm saying.
Might as well
mean,
trade him for a bag of hot dogs.
He might, Kevin. Every once in a while, you find a diamond in the rough. You might find you a project, right? This guy, like, you know, he's really good, but he got caught selling cocaine. So I mean, we're gonna draft him in the seventh round and see if we can change him. You know,
Yeah.
you might get something like that. But it's just like, why are we arguing about that when the deeper issue is you have no one to play quarterback on this team? I mean, you got Mr. Massage, who ruined the mental. You know, you can tell like he doesn't have it mentally anymore. You got Shador. He's got some growing up to do. You got the kid from Arkansas, Taylon Green, who says freakish athletic ability, but throws like Edward Scissorhands. So I mean, it's like, well, you got nobody. You've got nobody who's gonna help you compete. And really, what I think Cleveland's gonna do, tank, and this is supposed to be a good quarterback draft coming up, right? So they're going to tank
Manning to Cleveland.
Who was awful. I guess awful by what he was supposed to be.
Yeah, how they hyped it up.
Right. Now, I'm
Yeah.
not saying he's off, but he's off. But what he was supposed to be is not really turned into. And I know his
Right.
last name's Manning, and you know he's probably got some pretty good tutors. So we'll see how this pans out. And Cleveland may do some kind of package deal. They're probably going to be in the top 5. Pick it anyway. We get to watch crappy football again all year, and I guess get drunk and eat hot dogs and watch them get beat 50-0 by Baltimore again. But maybe they'll get a quarterback out of this. I don't know.
Was you expecting that rant?
No,
Speaking of quarterbacks, Tom, that were undrafted or not well, how about Tony Romo? He was arrested yesterday.
And it's just like I was talking to my wife. We were watching it, and of course it made the national news. Of course it's on ABC News on there. So I'm like, this guy's got everything. Of course they have, but he got money, great career, knows football. You listen to him do a broadcast, man. That man knows.
he
football.
knows ball.
He knows football, man. He's so good at what he does. The women love him.
Kevin loves him.
Kevin loves him. I mean, everybody loves him. I mean, like, look, dude. Like, everybody loves this guy. So you're going to get drunk and get in a vehicle. You know what I mean? I can understand somebody like him not wanting to get an Uber. Like, if I was Tony Romo, I'm not
Yeah.
getting an Uber. But you don't have a professional to drive you around, man. I mean, come on, man. I was like, what are you doing?
So I had saved this before that happened last week. It's a video of him in the copyright. People took it down. I don't know why, but he was talking about he almost didn't play quarterback. He almost quit playing quarterback at Eastern Illinois because he wasn't getting reps any time. He said he couldn't throw the ball that well. So what he did, coach asked him in the offseason if they could move him to tight end. And he said, I tell you what, Coach, if you feel the same way after the spring game, we'll have that discussion. And so he said, I made a commitment every day that I was going to go throw football no matter what I did. So up until that point, I'm just living my life kind of. You're in football. You're not like in it, not immersed in it. I'm not getting the best out of myself. And at that point, he said, because you remember he played basketball too. So he said during basketball, we go to play basketball during the day in the off season, and between, you'd go win 3 games, you lose the next, you go sit out. I've had football there, and I'm dropping back and throwing footballs between games. So afterward, he goes in with a different buddy. I always try to find different buddies, and nobody wants to see you every day. So I have like 10 different throwing buddies. So they get to the spring game 6 months later. He goes 19 of 22 of 3 touchdowns, walked off the field and asked the same coach if he needed him at tight end.
I don't think so.
And the coach told him you could stay at quarterback. So there's that story. If you didn't know, he almost was a tight end at Eastern Illinois.
I hope he comes back from this. It's like, dude.
Y'all think you don't think they'll let him go from the broadcasting, do you?
They might.
He's really good.
If they let him go, somebody else will give him an opportunity.
Yeah,
he's going to get an opportunity. But it's just like, what are you doing?
Yeah, with that, I hope it was one of those things where, and I'm not condoning drinking and driving, but I hope it wasn't one of those things where he was hammered and tried to do it. I hope it was one of those things where, he thought he was good enough and maybe he was over the limit. He didn't know how much over the limit he was, or I don't know what happened.
This man's got to travel with an entourage. Somebody could.
Yeah,
drive.
an assistant.
He could have caught a ride with somebody.
Or somebody with him. He wasn't by himself.
Somebody had to be with this guy and say, "Hey, man, I got it. Give me the keys."
Yep.
All right, boys. Any other news and notes? Nope. All right. When we come back, we got baseball and golf to finish up the show here on KTCBroadcasting.com.
Watch and listen to the Shock Jock Sports Talk Show. Live Saturday mornings, 8 a.m. to 10:15 a.m. on WCSL 92.9 FM, 1590 a.m. and the KTC Broadcasting YouTube and Facebook pages.